On Saturday, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis held a campaign event in Polk City, Florida. DeSantis accused President Biden of waging a war on domestic energy. Gas prices hit historic highs in June, and Republicans have made high gas prices central to their midterm messaging in the months leading up to the election. The GOP has blamed Democratic policies for the pain at the pump. Democrats, on the other hand, have either blamed Russia's war in Ukraine or oil companies for the high costs.
But I'll tell you, one of the biggest problems with our country is what's going on in Washington, D.C., with the policies that they're doing in D.C. And when Biden came in, one of the first things he did was he wanted to wage war on our own American energy production. So he's trying to crimp our ability to produce things like oil and gas. Now natural gas is more expensive than it's ever been, harder to get this stuff going, getting off the ground. So it's caused the energy prices to go up a lot. And, the gas prices are not as high today as they were a couple months ago, but they're going up. And in Florida, we put in a gas tax holiday right now. So we're the fifth lowest in the country right now, but that's just because of what we did. It's not because of what they did. But I think you're going to see energy spike into next year. I think you could see within the next 2 years oil be $200 a barrel if they don't start changing what they're doing. So you now have a situation where you're going against energy. And what do they have to do now? Because people are upset and they're worried they're going to lose the midterm elections, which they are going to lose the midterm elections. But they're worried about getting shellacked. So now they're trying to find excuses for this, or trying to find ways to kind of mitigate. They've basically depleted our country's strategic petroleum reserve, which is there for a case of a national emergency. And a national emergency is not because your daggone poll numbers are bad. That's not a national emergency, but that's what they're doing. So they're doing that, and then they're begging people like Nicolas Maduro for more oil from places like Venezuela because they don't want to produce our own. And now they're really upset because the Saudis and OPEC cut production. And that's going to make it more difficult on prices here. And people are saying, well, the Saudis are just doing this for politics, they don't like Biden or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they're probably true that that's what they're doing. But, Biden's playing footsie with Iran. They don't like that, so they're trying to do. But here's the problem. If we were energy independent, it wouldn't matter what the Saudis were doing. It wouldn't matter what Venezuela, we wouldn't even need to be dealing with these people. So it's a historic mistake what they're trying to do. And I can tell you, we just had, you guys experience it some as well. We had a big storm, big hurricane come through, make landfall in Southwest Florida. It took out power for millions and millions of people. And, we had 42,000 linemen stationed in the state of Florida ready to do the restoration. And so you had a very, very rapid restoration, very good on getting all that going. But the thing is okay, when you have those situations, you need to have oil and gas. That's really what's dependable. And we have a lot of solar in Florida. Some people do these windmills. The windmills kill a lot of the birds and stuff. But anyways, you have to do those things. And so we're seeing that, and we were able to help get things back on very quickly.